These last few episodes of Kandi and the Gang has shown me that one, Todd and Mama Joyce's relationship still needs a little work, and that Todd has to go. What do I mean by that? I have some new information that I'm going to share with you guys right after this. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around my reasoning that Todd has to go. Why is that? Well, here it goes. So, kinfolk, on the last video, we talked about the big problem that OLG has. And that problem was the conflict in the restaurant's culture. Kandi, being one of the primary owners and operators, she tends to lead from a family-oriented perspective. And we talked about how that family-oriented perspective, when you're running a business, it has to not only resonate from what the manager thinks and feels like and says, but it also has to be reflective in the company procedures and protocols, rules, regulations, and punishments. And so, in knowing that, my first note here is that in solving that problem, you have to have the owners, operators, and managers all on one accord. And it's very evident that Todd is not on the same page with that culture of being family first and family oriented. Mama Joyce made a very good comment when she said that in order to fix a lot of problems at the restaurant, you have to work from each perspective of the industry. You have to start out busting tables, then try waiting tables, then try hosting, and then go into the kitchen. Try the loading and unloading of the food and the equipment so that you can get a very good understanding of the operation and day-to-day operation of the restaurant. So when a problem comes up, you're not lost trying to figure out how to solve the issue. You pretty much know a quick way or an effective way to get the problem solved. So, which leads me to the next thing. I was shocked when Mama Joyce brought that to Todd's mind, and he seems as if he couldn't understand what it is she was saying. He was very dismissive about working in the kitchen. He was very dismissive about, not being involved in the day-to-day operations. He really came off as if he was, that's not his thing. He shouldn't have to worry about that. We have people in place to fix those things and worry about that for us. And it came off very, very dismissive of the idea, which I give Mama Joyce credit. It is a great idea. So it leads me to the next thing. Why does Todd have to go? And what do I mean by that? Well, Todd's tough, no holds barred, very hard line leadership style, it does not fit the culture of the restaurant. And Todd has to leave OLG and the day-to-day operations to managers and operators who understand the family-oriented nature of the restaurant. Todd would be better served running operations from an office somewhere across town. And what I mean by that is Todd should really focus his attention to ordering the food, ordering the supplies, and also something I think he's really good at is working with the advertisement and promotion of the restaurants. And why do I say that? Because Todd has a background in production. He has a background in advertisement, when you're producing these shows, all of the things that I feel like he would be better use of his skill set than being in the restaurant and trying to call shots from basically a blind spot. And I don't think he really understands that you can't run a restaurant like that. You can't run the restaurant as a vanity project. And that's what it comes off to me as when it comes to Todd. It's like, I think Kandi even said that once upon a time. He has the idea, but he doesn't like to go through the execution process. He likes to come up with the idea, hand it off, and watch the idea be formed and created by someone else. And then when it's finished, he likes to come back in and, try to run the day-to-day operations or come back in and not understanding the process that it took to build each level of the business or the idea up. Now, that's just the way it comes off. Now, Todd could probably be very very intricate and very involved in a lot of other behind-the-scenes things of the restaurant. But when we come to this particular time on camera with Kandi and the Gang, it seems as if the restaurant is a vanity project for him. And when it comes off as a vanity project, it's okay. You can have your name on the restaurant. You can be known as Todd and Kandi's new restaurant, OLG. But it's very important for you to know your position. If you're going to take on your role as owner and operator from a vanity standpoint, you have to get out of the way of the professionals who actually know what it is they are doing in the day-to-day operations. And when you don't do that, you have problems and they tend to be amplified. For instance, the generator. Any good restaurant manager or owner would know you need a generator when you open up. And it's not the fact that you don't trust that the power is not going to be working fully. You just need a generator for a backup for many things. For if there's a blackout, you want the exit signs to work, and you still want other modes of communication to work, especially if you're doing a lot of digital transactions. And so those are little small things that I think that Todd did not know, or he knew but didn't understand the importance of already having in place. And kinfolk, before I go, another thing I've noticed about Todd's dynamic, I really thought Todd and Mama Joyce were on better speaking terms. Not necessarily speaking terms. I thought their relationship was better than what it appeared to be on these last couple of episodes. Todd's Mama Joyce made the comment, that's why everybody in Atlanta does not like Todd now. And, she said it was so much force. As if she just was harboring so much disdain for Todd. And maybe it was because Todd was dismissive of her idea, and when the producers brought it back up in the confessionals, it just rehashed this emotion that she had in her, that was frustration from the moment when Todd was pretty much dismissing what she was saying. Another thing, I really love that seeing that family dynamic of Kandi, Mama Joyce, Kayla, Riley, and Kandi and Todd all was there, and Blaze as well. And they were all sitting there and they were talking, and Ace was there as well. And they were just talking, having a family discussion. And one thing I noticed, and you guys may have picked up on this too, Mama Joyce and Kayla are pretty much the same person. It's very odd. And I think Kayla kind of understands that. It's not odd. It's very complimentary. Because I think Kayla kind of feels a little bit. And so when she sees herself or saw herself siding more with Mama Joyce, she tried to reel it back in. You know what I mean? But a lot of things that her and Mama Joyce were saying were spot on. They were thinking the same. They even have the same mannerisms. And it's like, I don't know, it's because Kayla's been around them more and she's become more comfortable with her. But I have noticed that Kayla and Mama Joyce seem to be the same person. But kinfolk, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Todd should pretty much lead the day-to-day operations of OLG and go work in the office across town somewhere? Or do you think he's doing a pretty good job coming in, doing the day-to-day operations at OLG, and he's doing great? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.